Good afternoon and welcome to Scottsdale Saguaro High School, host site of today's 2023 Saguaro Holiday Classic Championship game, the final game in the tournament. My name is Vince DeLisio, and I am joined by today's broadcast partner, my co-host, my co-pilot, my ride or die, my Susan Sarandon to Gina Davis driving off the cliff. His name is Matt Harris. He is the athletic director and lowly Vikings fan. Mr. Harris, I call you Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris, we are joined by Coach Lucas Ramirez. And first of all, I want to ask you how you're doing, sir.
Doing outstanding. Not a better way to spend your Saturday than watching some great basketball, and excited to have Saguaro playing in the championship game of our own tournament.
Yeah, and speaking of which, we have the man, the myth, the legend right in front of it. I can't even speak. Today, Lucas Ramirez. Coach Ramirez, congrats on the success. Are you surprised?
No. I mean, we preach to our guys about getting better every day and taking steps, and that's what we've done. Honestly, every week of this season, we're continually getting better, and it's great to see it pay off. And now we have a great opportunity and a great matchup against a tremendous New Trier team.
When you look at your roster top to bottom, you have a very a quick roster. They're not the biggest guys in the world, but when these guys are on, they're on, and a different player, role player, steps up every night. What do you think is going to be the key to today's victory?
Staying together as a team, playing as a team on both sides of the ball. I mean, we're going to have to rebound the basketball. I feel like I've been telling you guys that all year long, and it's going to be the truth for us all year long, being undersized. We're going to have to rebound. We're going to have to show some grit and toughness for 4 quarters. And then offensively, being patient, limiting our dribbles, and just being efficient with the basketball.
This is arguably the best team you are facing so far this season. Would you agree with that or disagree?
It is the best team that we've played this year thus far, and that's why I like it. Holiday tournament, you want to play the best. It's great to play against a great team from out of state, and it's going to get us ready for the region play in January and making a push.
All right, Coach Lucas Ramirez, Saguaro Sabercats. Coach, good luck. We'll talk to you at half, and we'll look forward to having you on the coach mic throughout.
Thanks. Go Cats.
All right. So, Mr. Harris, so as you, first of all, let's talk a little bit about this tournament. This tournament was a byproduct of something that was already going on in the Valley, and Coach Ramirez kind of took the bull by the horns and ran this thing. How has this tournament been the last few years for you?
Yeah, it's been outstanding. Last year it led right into kind of our holiday break, and so we had some teams decide to return and come back, and so I think some additions of Scottsdale Christian, great tradition and basketball program over there, joining the tournament this year. Also, Gilbert Christian was in a summer event with us, and we just saw them finish up a game here and take the consolation 5th place. They lost their only game of the tournament to New Trier, so speaks highly of them. So the competition in the tournament is really good, and I think it originated at Horizon High School. Horizon High School just hired an outstanding head coach this year, and so it's possible this tournament could expand to a 16-team tournament and two host sites, Horizon and Saguaro, next year.
As you look around within your own program, obviously a couple of weeks ago, you guys won a state football championship in 6A. It was a difficult season, one of the toughest, if not the toughest schedule in the state. How does that kind of snowball to the rest of your programs here?
Yeah, I think expectations are high all the way across the board. We were fortunate last year. We had 3 teams competing for state tournament titles last year in boys football and boys soccer and baseball. Girls volleyball this year made it to the Elite 8, won a region title there first. And so, the high standards here and one team success, I think, kind of motivates other teams to reach that same pinnacle.
Okay, we're going to break here for the intros, and we'll be right back.
The next matchup is the championship game between the Dragons of New Trier High School and your Saguaro High School Sabercats. Begin by announcing the starting vote teams. New Trier first. Number 1, Christopher Kirkpatrick. Number 4, Colby Smith. Number 12, Willard Levasty. Number 22, Logan Bedler. Number 24, Ian White. The Trojans are coached by head coach Scott, assisted by David Vernon, Matt Patrick, and Tyler Curtis. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Sabercats starting on number 0, Ocean Fire. Number 1, Mason Whitaker. Number 12, Mikey Jackson. Number 24, Trey Hayes. Number 4, Joe Miller. Your Sabercats are coached by Coach Lucas Ramirez, assisted by Wesley Barton, and Paul Sager.
All right, as players are at midcourt here, and Sabercats control the tip. O'Shea Bonner with the basketball. Bonner heads down the court to Trey K. Trey K back to Mason Whitaker to Mikey Shepston, the freshman. K for 3, no good. Rebound controlled by the Trevians. 22, Logan Feller brings the ball up court. Off to Colby Smith. Feller to Smith.
Sabercats in their 1-3-1 zone defense.
And the three-point attempt off the rim. Back to William Lemaster from 12. No good. Joe Miller comes down with it.
Joe Miller, a good rebounder for the Sabercats, got an early foul trouble last night. Hope he can be active on the boards, but keep himself from getting any unnecessary fouls.
Miller double teamed, looking to get rid of the ball, having a difficult time, and finally tied up. And we've got a foul called. Correction. Looked like a 3-second lane violation. And the Trevians with the basketball.
I call that a good turnover, Vince. The defense gets to set up rather than a bad pass that could have been thrown out of there.
Yes. Brown to Feller. Feller looking inside and is fouled. That'll go against O'Shea Bonner, his first team foul.
Number 12, real physical player, William Lee Master for New Trier. Good rebounder, good scorer.
New Trier to inbounds, and the jumper by Chris Kirkpatrick is good. Trevians start off the scoring, leading 2-0. Bonner brings the ball up court, guarded by Kirkpatrick. Now Feller. K for 3. And turnover. Kirkpatrick to inbounds. Off to Feller. Trevians come in with an 8-1 record. Good enough to be ranked number 24 in all of Illinois. The three-point attempt is good. Colby Smith.
Colby Smith had 15 points in his tournament opening game.
And the Trevians lead 5-0. O'Shea Bonner brings the ball up court and loses it. Turned over. Kirkpatrick on the other end. Bonner picks up another one real quick, saving the basket. And now Kirkpatrick goes to the line. Neshoba Redhouse checks in for the Sabercats, one of the leading scorers on this team. Having a little bit of ankle trouble, but looks to be moving around okay during pregame. Shepston, go ahead.
Some full court pressure here by New Trier after the free throw.
Miller on the other end gets fouled hard.
Nice shot by the Sabercats to break the press and get a layup.
William Lee Master picks up his first. And Miller will shoot 2.
Joe Miller, just a sophomore for Saguaro, played a little bit of varsity last year as a freshman, but has made tremendous improvements in the offseason, is off to a good start this season for the Cats.
Big body for the Sabercats.
Yeah, he's really done a nice job working in the weight room with Coach Jonathan Castillo, our new strength and conditioning coach, and he can get up and down the floor, and he really active on the glass offensively and defensively.
Feller with the basketball, goes to Kirkpatrick from 3, and it's good. And New Trier on a scoring frenzy, leading 10-1, 5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter.
Kirkpatrick with 7 of those 10 points.
Redhouse on the wing to Kay. Kay for 3. Nails it, the 3. Trevians lead 10-4.
Good ball moving by the Cats. Back in their 1-3-1 zone.
Kirkpatrick back to Smith, to the corner, off the rim, controlled by the Trevians. Lemaster back to Feller, to Kirkpatrick, the floater, hits it. 12-4.
9 for Kirkpatrick.
Shepston, just a freshman, bringing the ball up court, off to Kay. Kay, top of the key. Gets it to Redhouse. Redhouse back to Shepston. Shepston staggers, moves, spins, kicks it back out to Miller. Miller, whose strength is inside, looking to go inside, finds Mason Whitaker.
10 on the shot clock.
Kay inside, looks to make a move and travels with it. That was a problem early in last night's game. Had a couple turnovers there, and
yeah, just a little bit of impatience there. The ball started moving a little bit, but then some guys started pounding it, trying to do a little bit too much themselves. New Trier are too good with their team defense.
Kirkpatrick brings the ball up court to Feller. Feller, left wing, tries to go inside, can't. Makes a move, double teamed, off to Kirkpatrick for 3, nails it. And the timeout. Let's go to the Coach Ramirez mic right now.
Hey, two things. Offensively, we can't just go side to side, okay? That's all we're doing, okay? They're switching everything, so we got to take advantage of that. Recognize that they're switching everything. As long as we're patient, we can get some good looks. We ran circle, and we've gotten good open shots. You got to shoot with confidence, but the more that you guys try and dribble through stuff, or you just keep going side to side, we're not going to get anything good. Defensively, they can shoot it. We got to contest high like we talked about pregame. But then outside of that, in our zone, wings, you got to make sure that you're not too low, okay? Because we got guys flying around up top. So we got to be able to help and wait for him to come over, and then you can go back over to your assignment. But you got to work together there. The zone's not bad. You just got to be able to play through it and talk. All right, let's go. Come on. Hey, defense on 3. 1, 2, 3.
There you have it. So, Matt Harris, when you hear that type of teachable moment there, what are you pulling away from that?
No, Coach is exactly right. Like I said, New Trier is a very well-coached team. Coach Frick has had outstanding programs and success, and his kids know how to defend. And so Coach Ramirez is exactly right. Needs some penetration to see if we can get some inside-outside game going.
Sabercat basketball as Shepston brings the ball up court. Shepston off to Kay for 3. No good. Controlled by the Trevians. Feller brings the ball up. Finds Houlihan. Double teamed, out of bounds. Turnover back to the Sabercats.
Yeah, it's a good baseline trap out of that 1-3-1. Can create a turnover out of that and run off of it. In this case, threw it out of bounds.
Quentin Weatherspoon checks in for the Cats, and Bonner will have a seat. Weatherspoon was last night's player of the game.
Yeah, senior that's waited for some opportunities and got those opportunities here in the tournament and is doing a great job rebounding and scoring the basketball.
Redhouse off to Shepston. Shepston drives inside, kicks it back out to Redhouse. Redhouse. Shepston for three. No good. And the foul. That'll go against Daniel Houlihan, his first. And the Sabercats will inbound the basketball. Shepston to Redhouse. Redhouse spins. Looks to give, does. Finds Weatherspoon inside. Can't quite get control of that basketball. And Redhouse for three. And it's good. It's good for Neshoba Redhouse. And the Sabercats clawing their way back in. Pun intended there.
Got it.
15-7. And the alley-oop underneath.
Basket there by William Lee Master, 6'4", senior. He's seen his time in the weight room.
Yeah, strong player. Miller to Redhouse. Ball gets kicked, and it'll go back to the Cats. Substitution here for the Trevians. Lemaster will come out, and Colby Smith checks back in. Redhouse to Shepston. Shepston drives, kicks back. Redhouse spins. And Shepston spins, shoots, can't get it to fall, but on the follow-up is Weatherspoon, and we've got a foul.
Yeah, just a phenomenal nose for the ball. He's offensively doing a great job rebounding and giving, in this case, himself an opportunity to score, but last night his offensive rebounds gave others opportunities to get a second chance.
Ian Brown with his first. Weatherspoon's first attempt, no good. And Shepston will check out of the game. We'll talk to him more and more as the game continues. Just a freshman and such an impact player. Weatherspoon's second attempt, no good. And Kirkpatrick comes up with it. Kirkpatrick off to Smith. Smith back to Kirkpatrick. And the three, Colby Smith.
His second of the game. Again, he had 15 points in their tournament opener.
Redhouse drives, looks to give, does to Kay. Kay off to Weatherspoon. Now to Mason Whitaker. Whitaker pops it over to Kay. Kay looks to give. Looking for a player. Dishes to Miller for three. No good. Feller with the rebound. Here come the Trevians. Feller into the corner to Smith. Back to Kirkpatrick. And the three attempt for Brown falls short. Another attempt. And this one by Kirkpatrick is good.
His 15th point of the quarter.
Less than a minute remaining in this opening quarter. And New Trier on a scoring frenzy. Miller. Dishes off to Whitaker. Now to Redhouse. Redhouse having to make a move. Back to Miller, another three attempt. That one is good. .13 and counting. And the Trevians lead by 13. Less than 10. Keller over the top. Another alley-oop. It's in and good. And there you have it at the end of one. The Trevians lead the Sabercats in the championship game of the Saguaro Holiday Classic 25-10. We're going to take a quick break here and come back with quarter number 2.
Hello, friends. Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Thanks for allowing us into your lives every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. These are tough times globally. We see it just as you do. We recognize difficulty, and while our jobs as journalists is to report news, we choose positive, uplifting stories that can inspire you, make you think, make you smile. We thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801.
Welcome back to quarter number 2 of the Saguaro Holiday Classic, the championship game. Saguaro Sabercats, the host team, falls itself in a bit of a deficit here to New Trier out of Winnetka, Illinois, 25-10. Second quarter action. Vince DeLisio joined by Saguaro Sabercat Athletic Director Matt Harris. And the shot by Logan Feller is good. 27-10. Mikey Shepston brings the ball up court for the Cats. Shepston, guarded by Feller. Trey K with the basketball. Drives the lane. Looks, gives. Off to Weatherspoon, back to Shepston. Shepston, right wing. Inside to Weatherspoon. Off the glass, can't get it to fall. Here come the Trevians. Stoppage in play here. And the foul will be on Mason Whitaker, his first.
New Trier does a good job going from defense, getting stops into an early transition game. They run the floor well.
New Trier to inbound the basketball. Off to Smith. Smith to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick driving inside against Kay. Can't get it to fall, but draws the foul. Foul will be on number 10, Owen Pimbert. So, Matt Harris, I want to ask you about a couple of young men that joined this program in the last week or two, notably Mason Whitaker and Owen Pimbert. What's so significant about them joining the team?
Yeah, Mason and Owen, obviously very competitive young men. Played some varsity basketball for Lucas last winter. Do a great job of balancing some football and basketball this summer, making sure they get to spend some time with both teams. But they bring a lot of physicality and toughness to the Sabercats.
And the steal, attempt dunk. Finally, the follow-through by Brown gets it in. So, yes, obviously, Pimbert and Whitaker, both members of the state championship football team, joining the team in the last week. Really been a lift in physicality for Coach Lucas's squad. Joe Miller with the basketball. Spins, looks to give inside, finds Whitaker. Kick back out to Quinn Callis. Unfortunately, turns over, and we've got a travel call.
Yeah, unselfish play by Whitaker right there, though. I want to see him go up with it. He's going to either score or get fouled in there or get a chance to even put it back in a second time if it doesn't go in the first.
Mikey Shepston checks back into the ball game. Whitaker will have a seat as Trey K inbounds the ball for the Sabercats.
Shepton, a versatile player for the Cats. He can play some point guard or play the 2 position.
Miller for 3.
That's his second 3 of the game, his 7th point.
Wow. And the Cats trying to climb out of a bit of a deficit here. Underneath. And the basket is good by Lee Master. Trevian's up by 20 here in the second quarter. Shepston goes to Callis. Callis guarded by Brown. Inside, Pimbert Back to Shepston from 15, off the rim. That'll go out of bounds. Last touch by a Sabercat. The Trevians will have the ball. As the ball is to be inbounded, Eli Garber checks in for New Trier. Kirkpatrick with the basketball, brings the ball up court. Off to Garber. Back to Kirkpatrick. In the corner, double team is Houlihan, and the ball rolls out of bounds.
There you see some great hustle by Pimbert, anticipating where that ball is going, and had a chance for a steal, knocked that one out of bounds. Shows what he brings to the table, though, just his physicality, athleticism.
Garber. Off to Houlihan. Houlihan. And the three attempt off the rim. Miller initially attempting the rebound, can't quite haul it in, and Kay comes up with it. Shepston with the basketball. Shepston guarded by Garber. Back to Kay in the corner. Kay to Mikey Shepston. Driving. Back to Kay. And the three attempt by Javen Blacks. Can't get it to fall. Rolls out of bounds. Trevians will have it back. Checking in. Logan Feller comes back into the ballgame. Kirkpatrick will have a seat for New Trier. Garber. Off to Feller. Into the corner. Another three attempt. Off the rim. Zazula's shot. No good. And Trey K controlling the rebound. Here come the Cats. Shepston, right wing. Drives off to Blacks. Kicks it back out, and the errant pass will go out of bounds. New Trier regains possession. 4:10 remaining till half. Make sure you stick around. We'll get some halftime commentary from Coach Ramirez as he breaks down this first half for us briefly on his way into the locker room. Feller kicks it back outside. The three attempt, no good. And it'll be Sabercat basketball. No, actually it'll be the Trevians. Last touch by the Cats. 3:51 remaining. Feller to inbounds. Feller off to Zazula. Inside. And the follow through by Lee Master. Strong around the basket for sure.
He is very active on the glass. 6'4" senior.
Owen Pimbert finds Joe Miller. And Bonner, who had checked back into the game moments ago, dishes off in the corner. Looks to drive. Finds an outlet in Blacks. Blacks spins. Dishes back out to Bonner for three. No good. Rebound controlled by New Trier. Feller with the basketball. Brings the ball up court. Off to Garber. Garber to Feller. Feller spins. And the three in the corner, and it's good. Daniel Houlihan. And the Trevians lead by 25. These guys can score.
They can. Houlihan, only a sophomore, same as Kirkpatrick.
Bonner with the basketball, off to Blacks. The deep three, off the rim.
Yeah, Sabercats not getting anything easy against the New Trier defense.
And the travel. 2:20 remaining till half. Wholesale substitutions now coming for the Trevians. Sabercats to inbound the basketball. Bonner and Shepston in the backcourt for Saguaro. Bonner looks to dish, does, finds Blacks, off to Shepston. Coach Ramirez trying any possible combination he can of players to generate some offense. And really facing a tough opponent. Nicholas Hilscher checking in as Logan Feller will have a seat. New Trier coming up with it. The Trevians into the corner. The three, and it's blocked. Shepston doing the dirty work.
Great hustle there by Mikey.
Mason Whitaker back in the ball game for Saguaro. And the 30-second timeout called by New Trier. We're going to keep it here. Let's head down to the Coach Ramirez mic.
When we come back on the other end, we're back in 13. Okay, this time down, let's go empty. Okay, look, like we'll talk about it at empty. We're gonna talk about it at halftime, but like we need to do a good job of like trying to attack downhill. We're still going just side to side, or we're trying to dribble through people. Okay, like if you see a gap, you got to attack it and make a decision if you can keep going, or if we just swing it and we cut through and flow. But you guys got to be aggressive. They have 3 fouls. We should be trying to attack, and try and get to the free throw line. Let's go. Cats on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cat.
Okay, so the latest message by Coach Ramirez to his team, attack, attack, attack. Matt Harris, when you hear that, with a 25-point deficit here late in the second quarter, a lot of things have to go right.
Yeah, I think at this point in time, Coach just wants to make sure you guys aren't getting discouraged and showing bad body language. Just got to keep playing hard and make things happen. Can make some adjustments at halftime to try to turn things around.
Big body, Vincent DiPaolo, all 6'7" of him, lays it up and in for the Trevians.
Yeah, talk about another talented sophomore. They have some heady seniors and physicality in their senior class, but some talented sophomores up on this varsity team.
Shepston, top of the key. Off to the left wing, and Bonner now up top, shoots the three, can't get it to fall, but rebound. Great play, scrappy play by Owen Pimbert.
Yeah, Nick Cameretta on the glass there too, keeping things alive.
On the other end, Kirkpatrick. Finds Smith into the corner. Kirkpatrick for three, just short, and taken away. Nick Cameretta, and the foul. Foul will go against 11. Nicholas Hilscher. That is his first.
Yeah, really like junior Nick Cameretta and his effort on the offensive defensive glass.
Bonner. Off to Shepston for three. No good. Hilscher. Controlling the rebound. Now finds Jacob Hollick. Hollick back to Hilscher. Hollick. And Shepston guarding. Now it's a matter of just controlling the clock, nearly taken away by Whitaker, and it's tipped away by Cameretta. Whitaker with the basketball. Whitaker takes it all the way coast to coast, and he's fouled.
Yeah, I really liked his aggressiveness there. There's a reason why he's up at that point of that 1-3-1 defense. He's very active, his deflection, and Nick Cameretta gets the ball right back to Whitaker, and this time Whitaker does what he should have done last time, just take it right up to the glass. You're going to score or get fouled every time.
Whitaker will go to the line, shoot two, with 15 seconds remaining. First attempt, falls in.
Mason Whitaker, son of Jermaine Whitaker. Jermaine's the athletic director at McClintock High School, and also has a younger brother, Aiden Whitaker, playing basketball and football for the Sabercats.
Interesting. Shepston, Drives the lane on the double team, lays it up and in.
Nice to see the freshman get that one. See if we can get them going in the second half.
And there you have it, folks. It's halftime. We're going to be joined by Coach Ramirez here for a little halftime commentary. Joined by Coach Ramirez here at half. Coach, down by a few points here, but you were right. This is obviously a very good team. What's going to be the key to getting back in this game in the second half?
Yeah, no, I mean, it starts with both sides of the ball. Both sides of the ball haven't been great. There's no question about that. They're a talented team, but, we're a little hesitant offensively to attack. We're going to talk a lot about just penetrating and trying to get downhill and do something productive with a dribble. And then defensively, we've had a few possessions that have been all right, but it's just knowing your assignment, knowing where we're supposed to be. We had multiple possessions where guys weren't sure what we were in, so it's just staying on the same page. But they're going to be tough. I mean, it's a tough game. They're a tough team. It's why we want to play it. Find ways to learn and get better. But that's the great thing. We have a whole other half of basketball to bounce back and respond.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, there you have it. So, folks, with the first half of the 2023 Saguaro Holiday Classic in the books, we'll be back for the third quarter in a little bit.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
Coaches, the Varsity Sports Show wants to be part of your team in 2023. We have a proven track record of providing the most coverage of your teams with Thursday and Friday night football. We will spotlight your players with multi-camera game broadcasts, pre- and post-game interviews, and segments on our Saturday morning radio show. With over 100 games broadcast in 2022, we will be exceptional for your team. Call, text, or email 480-220-4629 or info@varsitysportshow.com. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. You can call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at Eco Roofing Solutions AZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag Eco Family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Okay. All right, so
Miami is at Kansas City.
They'll be facing the 6th-seeded North Valley Christian Academy.
Number 13.
The Varsity Sports Show replay. Perfect play design on 2nd down and 7. Bray unloading in the field.
Looking deep. He's looking for Jack Freeberger, and he has him open for the touchdown. Just like that, a 44-yard touchdown to Jack.
This is Bobby Murphy here with Varsity Sports Show at Arizona College Prep.
I'm here with Coach Jason Jewell after an extremely gritty 14.
Pioneers. Shay, what did you see from the Sabercats tonight?
Rosen, also from Pinnacle. Thank you.
To the 30, the 40, the 50. All he sees is green in front of him. The 10. He will.
Honestly, we really played as a team. That's probably one of the better games I've seen us play. We were passing, we were.
Yeah, about that play, the one where you picked off, on that 4th down.
Hello, friends. Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Thanks for allowing us into your lives every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. These are tough times globally. We see it just as you do. We recognize difficulty, and while our jobs as journalists is to report news, we choose positive, uplifting stories that can inspire you, make you think, make you smile. We thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show. When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801. In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hey folks, J.R. Lambright here, special field correspondent for the Varsity Sports Show. Join me every Saturday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific for JR's Texas Tales, where I share stories of Texans who triumphed over adversity and gave back to their local communities. Tune in for a bit of gritty edification on KDUS AM 1060, Arizona.
welcome back to Scottsdale, Arizona, and the 2023 Saguaro Holiday Classic, the championship game, the final game this afternoon, this weekend. And this afternoon's final game features the visitors from New Trier, Winnetka, Illinois, the Trevians, and the host team, the Saguaro Sabercats. Trevians hold a 40-16 lead at halftime. They've just been on a scoring frenzy this first half. Incredible play all afternoon.
Yeah, they're warming up down here in the Arizona heat.
Vince DeLisio, joined by Saguaro Athletic Director and part-time color analyst Matt Harris.
Pleasure.
Trevians with the basketball. Colby Smith from three, no good. Off the glass, and Joe Miller comes up with a rebound. O'Shea Bonner with the basketball. Bonner drives the lane inside, takes it up, and in.
Great to see him getting going early. He had some key plays last night in their win over Apollo.
Chris Kirkpatrick hands off to Logan Feller. And the foul.
Yeah, right idea by Joe, but he's got to get his footwork a little bit better, get around front with your feet so you don't have to reach to poke that away with your hand.
Joe Miller with his first foul of the afternoon. And Miller losing the basketball on the inbounds. Feller comes up with it. Feller inside. Great play by the Trevians.
Very good pass and backdoor cut.
Bonner finds Miller. Miller double teamed inside, lays it up and in.
That's outstanding play to get reverse angle there on the opposite side of the backboard. Good play.
And yet just a sophomore.
Yeah, he's got tremendous amount of upside if he keeps working like he has been this summer and this season.
The foul underneath. Trey K with his first. And the quick shot inside. Feller with the rebound. Feller guarded by Bonner. Dishes off and inside to Kirkpatrick. This time the Trevians are successful. Kay brings the ball up court.
Yeah, Kirkpatrick having an unbelievable game. I believe he had 15 points in the first half.
Kay with the jumper, and it's good. And Coach Ramirez will call the 30-second timeout. We're going to go to the Coach Ramirez mic.
Hey, good job being aggressive offensively. Defensively, in our pack line, that back door shouldn't happen. No one should be cutting across you. You got to know what's going on. 2 possessions in a row. They're going to keep backdooring you to death if you don't do something about it.
Drop into the gap. So on you got to be dropped in the gap. That bottom side's going to have to step up if anyone gets downhill. That back side.
Hey, it's just being disciplined to who we are in defense, okay? Make sure you're in help. Make sure you're at the midline. So if someone does cut, if someone's meeting them there, I don't care. Foul them, okay? Do your job. Take care of it. Let's go. Come on. 1, 2, 3, defense.
So you hear the teaching. Now, you won a state championship as a basketball coach. Now you're an athletic director. Would you do anything any different?
No, Coach has some young guys here, right? We got a freshman, sophomore, some juniors on the court right now, and so it's really just teaching them the right way to play and just getting better every day and getting better every game. And so playing against New Trier in this tournament is one of the best opportunities for our young men and Coach Ramirez to get his team to understand what's going to take to be an elite team and go contend for a 4A title, and it's a process.
Brown with the basketball. Now to Smith. Smith to Kirkpatrick from three, and it's good.
I'm going to take that back. I'd probably take the ball out of that kid's hands. Fitzpatrick, I believe, has 20 points on the night, and we are early into the third quarter.
Wow. A scoring machine. Bonner and the errant pass. Kay couldn't control it, goes out of bounds, and the Trevians will have it back.
Maybe there's a way we can get it so Fitzpatrick misses the flight on the way back to Chicago.
That's always a thought. Here we go. Colby Smith brings the ball up court, crosses midcourt. Off to Feller. Feller guarded by Kay. Feller makes a move inside, spins, back out to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick zings it off to Brown, and another three. Bonner, top of the key, drives inside, dishes outside to Whitaker, and the floater.
Yeah, Mason Whitaker's having a really nice tournament. I think he's had double figures both day one and day two.
Whitaker just got leveled away from the play and comes back, keeps his feet, and scores. Impressive. He's dazed.
Yeah, I think he got an elbow to the chest there and a screen set on him that one of his teammates didn't call out, so kind of a blind screen there that he ran into.
And yet,
okay.
Yeah, the trainer will check on him, but yet still came back and scored.
Yeah, he's a competitive young man. I don't think he'll be out on the sidelines long.
Well, speaking of sidelines, he's a heck of a wide receiver too, and only a junior.
He sure is.
Underneath, Ian Brown.
Yeah, those two are connecting really well. It's two plays in a row where Fitzpatrick gets the assist and Brown the hoop.
Kay to Shepston. Shepston outside. Dishes to Miller. Miller got comfortable shooting some threes. And back out to Bonner. Bonner on the wing. Bonner makes his move. From 20, no good. Kirkpatrick with the rebound. Driving. Bounces back outside to Lemaster. Back to Kirkpatrick. And another three.
Game high 23 points.
Impressive. A sophomore. Bonner to Kay. Back to Bonner. Bonner, the jumper from 8. Can't get it to fall. Off to the Trevians.
Yeah, to start the half, Sabercats did a good job of moving the ball. Not so much dribbling and making.
Backdoor shot, couldn't get it to fall. Sabercats.
Yeah, you got to move the ball a little bit. Some better ball movement to get New Trier out of defensive alignment to open some things up and get easier baskets.
Shepston couldn't convert, and both teams just trading attempts now. Taken away, Bonner has it. Off to Shepston. Shepston on the other end. Looks to give, instead takes the shot and makes it. Under 3 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, Mikey, for a freshman, really has a good understanding of the game. Knows kind of when and where. I mean, he can create his own shot, make plays for teammates.
Smith looks up top, and Brown can't convert. Shepston saves it. Off to Bonner. Bonner drives, kicks back outside to Miller. Miller finds Shepston. Shepston leans back and loses it. Now to Kirkpatrick on the other end. Dishes. And Brown on the follow-through. Can't get it to fall. Goes out of bounds. Trevians will have it back. Number 20, Quentin Weatherspoon, checks back in for the Sabercats, and Mikey Shepston will take a break.
Quentin, a senior, seen a lot more action in this tournament than he has previous in the season. I think he's making the most of his opportunities here.
Very humble young man. Bonner. Drawing the defender out. Looks to make a move off the pick. Bonner to the wing. Finds Miller. Miller pulls up, shoots, can't get it to fall. And Big DePaulo with the rebound. Kicking it outside. Spreading the ball around. Kirkpatrick inside, lays it up and in. Wow.
25 points for Kirkpatrick. Unofficial. When we start getting mid-20s, those numbers, hard for me to calculate.
Well, athletic directors are pretty smart guys. You know, they
Most are.
Yeah, they use calculators. Here we go. All right. Trey K to inbound the basketball.
Fitzpatrick, though, just a well-polished game. When he's penetrating and defense is picking him up, he's creating shots for his teammates. So he's got to have close to a handful of assists along with his 25 points.
Well, and again, Chris Kirkpatrick, only a sophomore. We got to keep saying that. And there's quite a few underclassmen playing in this tournament. Owen Pimbert's another one. He's a junior, known as an aggressive linebacker, but actually pretty darn good basketball player. Trey K drives, dishes back out. Bonner drawing the double team, pulls up, shoots, can't get it to fall. And Pimbert there to save the day, dishes it back out. K looks to make a move. Behind the back pass to Callis, lays it up and in.
Nice unselfish play by K there, who got chased off the three-point line, a good shooter out there, and was able to make a teammate better.
Jacob Hollick off to Houlihan. Back to Zazula. And Hollick. DePaulo having to make a decision, dishes it back out. And Zazula. And that's the end of the third quarter. We're going to keep it here, get a little more Coach Lucas Ramirez microphone action. Stay with us.
Hey, goes without saying, best defensive quarter of the game, and you were much more aggressive, okay? But same thing we talked about at halftime. Like, if something doesn't work, I want two things to happen. Let's go 5 out, and we pass cut Phil, or you're setting an on-ball automatically. Okay, closest guy can set an on-ball. I don't care who it is. Set an on-ball play out of it, okay? But what we can't have is 5 guys just standing and watching, okay? But, hey, that was a step. It was better. Okay? They're still playing hard. You got to play hard, okay? Let's finish the fourth quarter out. Let's go. Come on. Hey, finish on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Interesting message there. So I have to say something. On a side note, Mr. Harris, you're basketball coach. So we live stream, we broadcast a lot of football games during football season, and we mic up the refs. Well, at the end of the season, we have all these extra ref mics. So last year I approached Coach Ramirez and I said, hey, how would you feel if we mic'd you up? I was expecting, I don't know, I'm afraid what I might say. It might get, held against me, whatever. He embraced it. And it doesn't matter, win, lose, or draw. We've dealt with coaches where at a rough point in the game, they'll take the mic off. They'll say, get this thing off me. I don't want it. It's a tough time of the game. But he keeps it on, and he'll keep talking to you.
I didn't ever had a microphone on me, but sometimes I coach with a tie, and I kind of needed to take the tie off if we were having a bad game. So not sure if that's the same thing. Great basket there by Benjamin. What do you got for last name, Vince?
Zazula.
Thank you. 6'4" junior.
And Witherspoon. Inside finds Callis. Lays it up and in. That's a great pass.
Yeah, great finish by the young man, too. Just a sophomore, 6'4", so he's got some huge upside.
So it is a big deal to us when, coaches are transparent and they want to keep talking and communicating because it adds a lot to enhances the broadcast when people can see inside the huddle as to what coaches are saying. Pimbert. Bonner finds Redhouse. Redhouse, who was nursing a bit of a sore ankle, looks great out there and is very mobile this afternoon.
Yeah, he can add a lot of value with his ability to score from the three-point line and in transition.
Bonner couldn't quite finish the play. New Trier with the basketball. Off to Zazula. And Hollick pulls up, shoots, can't get it to fall. You got a substitution underneath, and Houlihan comes out. Hilscher checks back in. And Witherspoon will have a seat.
If you're a fan of just good basketball, can't say enough about head coach Scott Fricke and New Trier. I had a chance to see him last year, and this is their 7th year, I believe, coming down to Arizona.
Yeah, definitely. Good product out of Winnetka, Illinois.
Yeah, they play each phase of the game extremely well. Offense, defense, transition. They're out of bounds. Offensive, defensive plays.
Zazula and the foul. And that'll go against Owen Pimbert. That is his second. It's interesting. You know, we haven't had any fouls called in quite some time.
Yeah, I think third day of the tournament, the whistles are out of juice.
5:20 and counting.
On a serious note, though, great crew on hand today. Got a 3-man crew to do the championship game here on day 3 of the Saguaro Men's Basketball Holiday Classic.
Yeah. Yeah, the officials are been letting the kids play. And on the other end, Red House couldn't convert. Errant pass goes out of bounds. As the Sabercats will have it back. Last touch by the Trevians. Camerata. And back out of bounds. Looked like a pass to Coach Ramirez. Bonner will inbound the basketball. Bonner. Bonner driving off to Red House. Red House tries to go to Camerata. Couldn't quite convert. And Garber comes up with it. Inside. Back to DePaulo. The big 6'7". Lays it up and in. 4:06 remaining. Bonner. Errant pass. Headed to Whitaker. Last touch by New Trier.
Vince, the Sabercats' next game is going to be in the McClintock Holiday Tournament, 4 o'clock on the 26th of December. You're going to see a new player in the roster, a familiar name, though.
Okay.
Got a young man, sophomore Justice Hines. Had to sit half the season.
Oh, boy.
Transferring back here to Saguaro, where he spent his freshman year. But
well, that'll be exciting.
Justice is the younger brother of Jeremiah Hines, senior, graduated last year. Great varsity player and team captain last year for the Cats.
Grant Lyons charged with the infraction as the Sabercats retain possession. Blacks driving, lays it up, and couldn't quite get it to roll in. New Trier comes up with it. Camerata with the foul.
Yeah, I'm really encouraged, though, by some of the young players on the Saguaro roster.
Goodness, yes.
Several of these young guys getting their first chance to play varsity this year, coming off the JV team previously.
Well, it's interesting because Coach Ramirez has had a chance to. Blacks with the steal off to Whitaker. Whitaker on the other end, lays it up and in. What a shot!
Yeah, great finish and great pass up the court by Blacks too, right after his steal.
Amazing. As we were saying, though, it's been quite the experience for his Coach Ramirez's first year 3 years ago. Had a team that was senior heavy, and when we're talking senior heavy, we're not like saying 6 or 7. We're talking 12 seniors. 12 out of 14 were seniors. It could have gone either way. You could have dealt with a veteran group that didn't want to take any instruction from a brand new head coach, but they embraced it and they won. They won a lot of games, and then having to rebuild the next year and get some piecework going the year after that. Now in season number 4, it's a nice blend. Mostly young guys, but exciting what he's building here. And it's a little bit of a smaller roster than what he's had in the past, but they make up for it with a lot of heart and a lot of speed. They're very fast.
No, you're right. And, indebted to you for the 4-year journey. Started during that COVID year. I think we're only supposed to have 2 parents per player coming into the gym. And
Isn't that something?
So we're able to get that product out, a region championship for Lucas Ramirez in his first year here. Able to get that product out to a lot of families and friends of Sabercat basketball.
Blacks with the deep 3, couldn't get it to fall. And the foul underneath. That'll be Camerata with his second.
Yeah, I like Nick's activity on the boards. Just didn't get didn't get really good position there to get a chance to get that offensive rebound, but sure like the hustle and not upset with that foul at all.
Lucas Solomon checks in for New Trier and will inbound the basketball. Up court to MJ Burns. Burns with the basketball. Off to Solomon. Solomon drawing the double team. And in the corner, the three by Hilscher. Less than a minute remaining. Bonner brings the ball up court. Stick around, folks. Post game, we will have Coach Ramirez as well as the Sabercat player of the game. 20 seconds left. Burns once again.
So, Vince, it's been a pleasure joining you. I got to hand out some trophies, but thanks for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Matt Harris, thank you.
Vince, player of the game tonight for Saguaro. Going to go with our sophomore that rebounded and got some scoring early on. Going to go with Joe Miller for the Sabercats.
All right.
And the player of the game for New Trier, super sophomore Christopher Kirkpatrick.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, folks. We'll hope to bring both players over here before all is said and done. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Coach Lucas Ramirez. Stick around.
Coaches, the Varsity Sports Show wants to be part of your team in 2023. We have a proven track record of providing the most coverage of your teams with Thursday and Friday night football. We will spotlight your players with multi-camera game broadcasts, pre- and post-game interviews, and segments on our Saturday morning radio show. With over 100 games broadcast in 2022, we will be exceptional for your team. Call, text, or email 480-220-4629 or info@varsitysportshow.com. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
All right, guys, welcome back. We're joined by today's championship player of the game, Chris Kirkpatrick. Chris, welcome to the Varsity Sports Show's broadcast of the Saguaro Holiday Classic. Congratulations on the win. Talk to us a little bit about the journey out here. How was the trip, first of all?
Hanging, just like going to the airport, with all the guys on a bus there, just like hanging out with each other, just like a bunch of team bonding. It's just, we have a really fun group of guys, and it's just always fun being around each other.
Well, speaking of fun, you guys look like you had a lot of fun this afternoon in playing this game. I mean, you accounted for nearly half your team's points. You had over 25 points. I stopped keeping track after a while. I've got to get the official final tally there. But your guys helped create a lot of opportunities for you. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Just like we all like trust each other and like play with each other. Like, I guess the ball was just moving today, like Logan, Obi, Ian. We were all just making the extra pass, and I guess today it just happened to be to me, and I was just hitting my shots.
All right. Christopher Kirkpatrick, congratulations on the tournament victory. They're going to do the trophy presentation here in just a minute. Thanks again for joining us, and good luck. Safe travels on your way back.
Thank you. You too.
All right. There you have it. And we'll be joined by Coach Ramirez here shortly after we do the trophy presentation. We're going to keep it right here. We're going to take a quick break as they set up. We'll be back.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you. What's inside you? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center uses the latest technologies to train the athlete in all of us. Unlock the greatness inside of you.
Welcome back. We're going to take it down to tournament director, co-director Matt Harris with the trophy presentation.
We'd like to thank everyone for coming out to the Sabercat Holiday Classic last 3 days. Some great competition, some great young men in the tournament, and so a huge thanks to our parents, families that are here to show support. I want to say a huge thanks to our crew here that helped out at the front table. Mike Harris, Greg Plaza, Trish Bordonero, and Jen Holiday. Second place award for the home team, Saguaro Sabercats, Coach Lucas Ramirez. All tournament honors going to O'Shea Bonner. I'm going to take one team photo, then one of you, and
all right.
Awesome. Can I get Coach and O'Shea with your
some photographic moments here.
Tournament team? Yep.
Mr. Mike Harris awarding the
all
trophy.
Team selection, Junior O'Shea Bonner. You ready?
Athletic Director Matt Harris. Those of you that wonder what the guy behind the mic looks like, that's Matt Harris right there. Mr. Harris.
We're going to do these first.
Okay.
I have a program I can borrow with Nutrier on it.
We're joined here post-game by Saguaro Sabercat basketball coach Lucas Ramirez. Coach Ramirez, quite a game, quite an opponent, the best that you faced all year. What are some teachable moments coming out of this game to carry you through the break?
Yeah, playing a team like them is going to help us get ready for region play later on in the year. We have some great competition the second half of the year, and these guys could come to Arizona, and they would be one of the top teams here in Arizona. So a lot of things to build off of. We played a lot more aggressive in the second half, so we had some moments there, just putting it together. And again, we want to get to a point where we're playing against elite competition. That's elite competition right there. They have 3 guys getting highly recruited right now. So really good learning moment for us, and overall, really good week for us.
What's been interesting is you've had some players now emerge that maybe weren't getting the time early in the season. You've had some nice surprises.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been great to see guys step up and come off the bench and play major minutes and adjust to kind of new lineups, our roster changing since football's ended. So it's been really positive to see guys step up. And even today, guys coming off the bench and having some moments. So positive for us, a lot to build off of. We're in a lot better place this time right now than we were a year ago. So it's great to see the growth and the steps and just see our young guys keep getting better.
All right, good luck the rest of the holiday season. You got another tournament coming up, Coach. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks.
All right. And joined by Sabercat, player of the game. His name is Joe Miller. Joe, great job throughout the tournament. Very consistent play. Obviously, the results today weren't what you were looking for, but looks like you banged down a couple of big shots, and your play inside has gotten better. How do you feel you're doing now?
I feel like I'm doing great.
As you look around to your team and how they're counting on you for certain things, do you feel like now coming out of the break you're going to continue to have a big role in your team's success?
Yes, sir. I feel like I'm a big part of my team. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff. So we wish you all the luck moving forward, Joe. Nice job this tournament, and we look forward to you having some great success at the McClintock tournament next week. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Joe Miller, today's player of the game for the Sabercats in the finals of the Saguaro Holiday Classic, of which New Trier out of Winnetka, Illinois, comes away with the victory. And we appreciate all you folks in the Midwest that have tuned in to this afternoon's game. Thanks for joining us. Operating on a bit of a skeleton crew, so we were. That's why you see the interesting camera angles this afternoon. But nonetheless, we do appreciate you tuning in and allowing us to showcase your young men. So on behalf of the Varsity Sports Show, AM 1060 KDUS Arizona, and our online presence through the NFHS network as well as on our YouTube channels, my name is Vince DeLisio. Thanks again for joining us this afternoon from Scottsdale, Arizona. And my producer, Bailey Leisure, thanks again for joining us from the 2023 Saguaro Holiday Classic. Have a great holiday season, everyone, and be safe.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 education